Andy, one thing you talk about in your book with these bizarre happenings are sort of glitches in time and space. And we've heard people
Yeah.
mention this sort of stuff on the show. What can you tell us about these situations?
So, I mean, you could argue that some ghosts could be a glitch in time. I think there are spirits that have some consciousness and can interact with us here and now. I think on other occasions, we are literally looking back through time, or something has got stuck in time and it will replay visually for certain people. We don't know why. It can be to do, I think, with an energy imprint on a building or a place, but also energy imprints that you get with individuals. Some individuals will get ghosts happen to them wherever they go, so it isn't just in one place. But the time glitch thing and time slips is really fascinating. Just to give you one example of that. So there was a chap called Tony, who sadly is no longer with us now, who I knew
Mhm.
well, and he would often tell this story of when he drove a van around London here some decades ago. He was going to a road that he knew well to make a delivery. And as he got there one day, he realized the people walking past on the sidewalks were dressed in like old dresses. He said it looked like Edwardian period, and suddenly all the cars had changed, and they were like very old, like very early cars, and horses coming through. And he thought he must be filming, a show or a film or something. But the more he looked, he realized that they were just behaving normally, and he was now surrounded by the street from another time, and it hit him. I've gone back through time, or time is enveloping me from there. They had no awareness of him. They didn't react to him sitting in his modern van in the middle of it. And he had this really kind of terrified thought. He thought, I really want to get out and explore it, but if I do, I know I'm going to be stuck forever in that time zone. And he felt that strongly. So he
Oh,
managed to resist the temptation to get out of the van. And then gradually it faded away and the street went back to normal. Now, if that was a one off, you could say, well, I don't know, maybe he had a psychotic episode or something. I knew Tony well, and I know that if he said it happened, it happened. But I've heard this from so many other people where it's like suddenly they're in a street and it's like gone back in time, or they'll see something. We hear of ghost trains and we hear of even ghost planes and cars. It's like, especially if something strange happened back then, or something traumatic like a crash or something that was a terrible accident, it seems to imprint itself more in time and will replay over and over, which I think is a really fascinating notion, that time, it isn't solid.